Hey Leanne, I'm Tamara. I enjoyed watching your video, and one of the parts that really resonated with me was when you gave the scripture about loving your neighbors as you love thyself. Now, that scripture originally appeared in the Old Testament in Leviticus, but it was made famous by Jesus in the New Testament in the book of Matthew when he quoted it as being his second greatest commandment. The act of forgiving someone who you feel like has harmed you is not necessarily about that person. It's really more or less about you. There was an article, a 2024 article in Psychology Today called Forgiving Yourself and Others. It's by Dr. Paul Bunyan. And in it, he states, as long as you have not forgiven someone, you are actually holding on to toxic and negative feelings and therefore continuing to keep yourself connected to that person, which is totally counterproductive to what we would actually want to do. Over my 18 years as a teacher, I have been challenged by this commandment many times on many days by problematic students in my classroom. It would be so much easier for me to come into class every single day and be mad at the student and seeking revenge on the student, but I knew better because not only is it displeasing to God, it actually doesn't do much for my mental health. If I allowed myself to sit in those thoughts daily, it would make me miserable. And the last thing I want to do is come to work miserable every day. So I just learned it's better to forgive, forget, wipe the slate clean, and move on. After all, practicing the act of forgiveness is practicing self-love and self-care. Additionally, when you mentioned secondary trauma, it reminded me of the importance for school counselors to have their own therapist, because it's so easy for us to let the trauma of our clients trigger something in us, maybe some unresolved feelings or some past traumas that we haven't healed from. And if we're doing that, we can't avoid countertransference. So, yeah, it is just important for us to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of others.